the 5th of April, 2026. Fears surrounding the Iran war are increasingly unsettling many in the United States. This sentiment is clearly reflected in the escalating demand for private, small protective bunkers, with one company in Texas at the forefront of this trend, manufacturing these specialized shelters. Their price point begins at a minimum of $75,000. Meet Nathan and Sarah, who are currently on a cross-country road trip from Minnesota with their 4 children. Their journey has brought them to a stop at the Atlas Survival Shelters Company for a closer look. Outside the factory hall in Sulphur Springs, Texas, several bunkers stand as display models. These protective spaces bear a striking resemblance to large shipping containers made entirely of steel. As the family explores one of these steel boxes, they find themselves quite impressed. Despite the obvious lack of windows, the interior appears almost as comfortable as a small apartment. It includes a functional shower cabin, a toilet, and even a compact kitchen area. Sarah particularly appreciates the layout, which would provide separate rooms for the children, a private space for her and her husband, and a dedicated living area for the entire family. Nathan has been contemplating acquiring a bunker for a considerable time. He emphasizes that they live in uncertain times. While he believes they have little to fear from tornadoes back home in Minnesota, and certainly not from external attacks on the United States, Nathan acknowledges that civil unrest is a distinct possibility. Ultimately, he states, one loves their family and one wants to be prepared for all eventualities. Atlas Survival Shelters, founded in 2011, has reportedly ascended to become the global market leader in its field. The company recently opened an office in Abu Dhabi and is now actively placing advertisements there. Davis Yarber, the manager, reveals that since the start of the Iran war, business has surged to unprecedented levels. He reports, the number of calls, emails, and text message inquiries has increased tenfold. Some days we receive 200 to 300 inquiries. The telephone simply does not stop ringing. The smallest bunker Atlas constructs is a steel box measuring 3 by 6 meters in floor space. Designed to be buried on one's own property, such a shelter for the more modest budget ranges from $75,000 to $135,000 depending on the chosen features. This cost is in addition to delivery and installation fees. These units can accommodate 5 to 10 people, depending on how closely one wishes to be situated during an emergency. Atlas employs 40 individuals, from welders to installers. At their North Texas workshop, they handle all aspects of production in-house, adhering to a modular principle and catering to customer-specific desires. Larger bunkers are composed of multiple modules, which are then assembled at the designated site. The most substantial bunker currently under construction by Atlas boasts a living area exceeding 460 square meters, with a price tag of several $1 million. On average, customers invest about $500,000 for the peace of mind that comes with 6 millimeter thick steel plates and a substantial layer of earth separating them from a catastrophic emergency on the surface. Due to confidentiality agreements, manager Davis Yarber cannot disclose the names of most clients. However, some names have inevitably surfaced. Atlas maintains a significant waiting list. Those who place an order now typically face a waiting period of 6 to 12 months for delivery. Some customers are even willing to pay an additional premium to expedite their bunker's construction, moving their project to the top of the waiting list. One such client, for instance, paid extra due to immense fear of an approaching meteorite, wanting to ensure they would be safely within a shelter by the anticipated impact time. Among the more unusual customer requests is a 30-meter-long shooting range. This too will be buried deep underground upon completion, alongside other ordered bunker modules designed to guarantee survival with every conceivable comfort. Another client requested a gun room, a bunker outfitted with rifle racks lining the walls, and a glass display case for handguns and a collection of expensive watches. The entrance door, Yarber notes, will resemble that of a high-security safe, promising the security of Fort Knox. Atlas's diverse clientele likely holds varying ideas about the specific threats they wish to safeguard against. However, when it comes to the response to these threats, Yarber draws a compelling analogy to a disaster at sea. If one finds oneself on a sinking ship, one does not remain aboard and go down with it. Instead, one gets into the lifeboat. What's your take on U.S. bunker boom, Texas firm? Sees soaring demand amid fears? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.